Hey there. I was reading about African history recently, and I came across a question that got me thinking. Do you know which country colonized Rwanda?
Hi. That's an interesting question. Rwanda's colonial history is quite complex, but I can certainly give you some insight into it. Rwanda was colonized by Germany and later by Belgium.
Germany and Belgium? I didn't know that. When did each of these countries colonize Rwanda, and how did it happen?
Well, Germany was the first European power to establish a presence in Rwanda in the late 19th century, around the 1880s. They gained control of the region during the Scramble for Africa, a period when European powers were aggressively seeking to expand their colonial territories in Africa. Rwanda was part of German East Africa.
I've heard of the Scramble for Africa before. So, what did the Germans do during their colonization of Rwanda?
During German rule, Rwanda experienced significant changes in its socio-political structure. The Germans implemented a system of indirect rule, relying on the existing Rwandan monarchy and chiefs to govern on their behalf. They also introduced Western-style education and administrative systems.
It's fascinating how colonial powers influenced local governance structures. What happened after the Germans?
After World War I, as part of the Treaty of Versailles, Germany was forced to cede its colonies, including Rwanda, to the victorious Allied powers. Rwanda was then placed under Belgian administration.
Belgium took over from Germany. How did Belgian rule differ from the German period?
Belgian rule had a profound impact on Rwanda. They continued the policy of indirect rule, but implemented it in a way that exacerbated ethnic divisions. The Belgians classified the Rwandan population into ethnic categories of Hutu, Tutsi, and Twa based on physical characteristics, which deepened existing social divisions. They also favored the Tutsi elite, which led to tensions between the ethnic groups.
That sounds like a significant change in the dynamics of the country. Did the Belgians make any other changes during their rule?
Yes, the Belgians introduced identity cards that marked an individual's ethnicity, further reinforcing these divisions. They also expanded cash crop production, particularly coffee, which had a lasting impact on Rwanda's economy. However, their policies of favoring the Tutsi minority and exacerbating ethnic tensions eventually contributed to the ethnic conflict that would erupt in 1994 during the Rwandan Genocide.
The Rwandan Genocide was a devastating event in the country's history. It's distressing to hear how colonial policies played a role in it. When did Rwanda gain independence from Belgium?
Rwanda gained its independence from Belgium on July 1, 1962. After gaining independence, Rwanda experienced various political and social challenges, including continued ethnic tensions that would eventually lead to the genocide in 1994.
Independence marked a new chapter in Rwanda's history. It's important to understand the colonial roots of some of these issues. Do you think Rwanda has been able to overcome the legacy of colonization?
Rwanda has made significant strides in the decades since gaining independence. It has made efforts to promote national unity and reconciliation, and the government has implemented policies aimed at reducing ethnic divisions and fostering economic development. However, the scars of colonialism and the genocide still run deep, and the journey toward healing and reconciliation is ongoing.
It's heartening to hear that Rwanda is working towards reconciliation and progress. Understanding its colonial history is crucial to appreciate the challenges it has faced. Thanks for the informative discussion.
You're welcome. It's always good to delve into history and learn from it. If you have any more questions or want to discuss anything else, feel free to ask.